Hi everyone, and welcome to another video of our van build series. In this video I will talk about the construction methods I employed on my build. But first, if you haven't already, I'd very much appreciate it if you subscribe to this channel. Please also leave your comments below. I want to know if this series is useful. Also, I'd like to know what you think and if there's anything I can help you with. I often see other van builders using household materials such as ceramic wall tiles, Ikea cabinetry, stone bench tops and such. All of these add weight. Excessive weight in a van is very dangerous. For this reason alone, I chose to keep the weight down as much as possible by using various lightweight materials and methods. Also, the materials I often see being used are designed for a structure that is rigid. For example, I've seen many builds using framing timber. These materials should only be used in a house, not a van. A van flexes as it moves. Household materials and construction methods do not allow so much flex and movement as you would experience in a van. The next time you accidentally drive off a gutter, you are likely to see your creation shatter and explode. For this reason, I've designed to allow for the movements in the van. I did an analysis between the different materials, cost versus weight. 80/20 was double the price with comparable weight savings. Whilst I understand 80/20 is far superior when it comes to strength, I have to ask, who needs something that strong that you can do chin-ups from? Also, I intentionally made my cabinets so that they can't support much weight. My intention is that I do not store anything in them that needs such sturdy building. Anything heavy needs to be kept low so that only things I want to store in my upper cabinets are things like clothes, things that aren't going to be dangerous in the event of an accident. I am actually surprised just how heavy 80/20 is. For these cabinets, I am using a technique that was done in the 1960s for kitchen cabinets, in that back then they built the lightweight cabinet using a frame with a masonite skin. Instead of masonite, I'll be gluing a thin sheet of plywood to it. This also adds rigidity and strength to the overall structure, locking everything in place. I used pocket hole Craig screws as it made building extremely easy, and it also gave me the versatility of some adjusting similar to that of using 80/20. Okay, 80/20 is far superior in this regard, but I was able to adjust my design somewhat on the fly, which I would not have been able to do if I had used solid boards for the cabinet sides. Plus, timber is so much cheaper when it comes to any waste. I have this motto that 90% of carpentry is hiding your mistakes. I know there are master craftsmen out there that can get high precision on everything they do. Sadly, I'm not one of them. That is what trim is for. It was invented for the majority of people who are not masters at their trade. Don't believe me? Go look at any house and you will find door and window trims required for covering gaps. Gaps are intentionally left as part of the construction to allow for variances of movement and general fitting of things together. Trim is used to cover the gaps and to give a clean finish to everything. It also allows for faster construction. With everything in the van, I made it with the mind that I could cover any mistakes and imperfections, so I didn't need to be precise. You can see in previous videos my floor, walls and ceiling had gaps in places because I couldn't get the right precision, or I didn't estimate the cutout correctly. I wasn't too fussed with this, as I knew they would be covered with cabinetry or other things where no one but me was going to see the imperfections. So I did my best to make sure that the imperfections were going to be well hidden. The time it takes to get everything precise, especially if no one ever sees it, is a waste, in my opinion. I know that for some of you, precision is everything. At the end of the day, I am very pleased with what I have achieved, and that is all that matters. I used 10mm aluminium trims on the exposed edges. This protects the edges from being damaged, hides the rough edge of the plywood sheeting beneath, and gives me a point to apply screw fixings where they will be seen but be part of the detail. In addition to the trims, gap filler is also a handy thing to use, as long as the gaps are not too big. It is okay to be a little sloppy with your precision, but there is a limit to just how much you can hide with poor workmanship. I tried to keep everything as simple as possible. For the walls, I simply screwed the thin plywood panels in place, making sure that the joints and screws were going to be hidden behind furniture. I employed wallpaper behind and above the seat and bed area. Simple to install and helps break up the single colour used throughout. I kept the colour palette simple. White is a universal colour that also helps reflect light throughout the van, giving it an airy feeling, whilst I contrasted with black trims here and there. I used household paint on the walls. I'm going to expect scuff marks from time to time, so something that is easy to touch up occasionally is a benefit. I used stick-on tiles over the kitchen sink. They have a 3D texture to them, and from a distance they look like the real thing. To add to the illusion, I stuck them to a 3mm ply backing, giving them added depth. What do you think? Leave your comments below.
Our van weekly update, so see what Chris did this week. Yeah. TV. So Chris comes in and we'll put a handle in here. Speaker already put on, that's the speaker. And speaker. So we can adjust the line here. Oh, it's not working here. Okay. Yeah, let's sit down watch TV. It's nice, Chris. Do you want to come up?
No.
Wow, that's really good view here. Yeah, so and we put a bench top on already. It's nice bench top. Okay. And the lights on as well. Pass this button, see. Lights on. Okay. Another 2 lights on. And turn off from here. Oh, where's the light? Oh, it's in here. Oh, button's here. Oh. Turn off. Oh. And speaker. 2 speaker in the back. And 2 speaker in front. Okay, so video's on. Why you turn off?
I'm going to put it away.
Okay, put it away. Yep, that's it.
Hope you enjoyed that. If you liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Any questions, leave in the comments section and I'll get back to you. Also, please subscribe if you haven't already. You should also check out our previous videos. In the next video, I will talk about the cabinet drawers and fittings. Bye for now.